like, man, the ancestors, like, yo, they people sitting up there and they work shit, and you gotta sit up there and you gotta work hard for an artist that's not willing to give back to you. Nah, man, I ain't even know nothing about that shit. All I know is that I was doing shit for me and my community, the shit that I was doing, and it's like, yo, people are mad at yo. I promise you. On Friday, what is it, Saturday or some shit yesterday? Fuck is, yo, the cannibals try to attack me again. I'm in the mall, you know, mall. Like, I was like, don't. I said, please don't eat me. Like, what the fuck? Said Nicki not liked in Trinidad. That, yo, Nicki Minaj got nothing but payola. She paid for her shit. She don't, you know what I'm saying? They good for that, man. And it's all good. She can have her shit. The thing about it is, whatever I did, she took. That's, I don't give a fuck about her shine. That's what she do. But don't take from me. What up? It's Smooth Miss Uncut. Listen, when you go, put ms.uncut. MS and not MZ. It's ms.uncut. Because you're supposed to still be able to find it without you even tapping in, without you actually. So now they trying to critique shit on fucking YouTube for whatever reason. It's ridiculous. Shit is stupid. It's annoying as fuck. That shit is wild. I had to go through that. Like, motherfuckers really trying to kill me off of that shit. Rihanna is appreciating Barbados because she, you know why she gave it up. As soon as I started mentioning shit, you want to hear some wild shit though? The wildest thing about it is soon as I started mentioning it, Rihanna went back to her country, right? To Barbados. Before the Queen of England actually died and shit, and they gave it, you know what I'm saying, like, gave it up. They had some type of, I think it was like some type of correlation or some shit like that or what. I was like, oh, I said, that shit is true. It was true. They was like, yo, that's when they actually saluted Rihanna or something like that for coming back to her country or somewhere. I was like, yo, and I started in mad shit right now. Mind you, I think it was like last year or something. And they was like, yo, Nicki was supposed to come out with her album and she pushed back because that's around that time, the same time too, at the same time, I saw that shit and niggas was really trying to get, I was like, nah, y'all not getting me. I'm not living another lifetime knowing, you know what I'm saying, like for a bitch that never fucking existed in the first place, nah, I'm not living another lifetime. Yeah, it's Republic. Her label got my shit on lock. Yo, anything that I was doing, Republic, Young Money, even Young Money, when I was doing like that, and me not knowing, I'm just thinking, yeah, like they just creating songs and shit. Like, no, it goes deeper, yo. The rabbit hole is deep, y'all. Y'all gotta watch that shit, especially with y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, like, if y'all don't believe in black slave owners, that's the industry. That's definitely the music industry. Y'all don't believe in if y'all don't believe in black slave owners, and y'all gonna believe that shit now, because that was the problem. Like, I'm thinking, like, black people can't be slave owners. Like, they don't even want to be slave owners. Why would they want to be a slave owner and knowing where their ancestors came from? But I guess certain people, like, I guess just certain people, that's just what the fuck it is. It's a surprise to me, but they did like the English there. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the rabbit hole is deep. I don't know how deep that shit go, but for me, it's like, yo, it blew my mind. It, like, yo, that shit it's heartbreaking to know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think, because it's like, okay, if you gotta really think, like, yo, if they're black, do they consider themselves as black? You know what I mean? Like, in the industry, in the music industry, do these people actually, like, because the hip hop part, you know what I'm saying, the version is like, you know, you don't, There's only certain artists, if you recognize, it's certain artists that only consider themselves. And I don't think Nicki does. I know Rihanna does. But I know Rihanna claims to be more Caribbean, but Nicki is saying, like, it kind of makes you think, but you're like, oh, you're going to surpass that because you're going to be like, oh, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really you be like, okay, what is mixed in, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caribbean people do think differently. They do. They quick and for experience, y'all. I'm not saying it just to be saying it, and by experience. Say you can't see my surname and Black Panther history word. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is fire. But my thing is, it's like with Caribbean people, in my experience with that shit, you know what I'm saying, especially in New York and what happened during the pandemic and them wanting to lock people down and like have this thing going, I was just like, yo, I'm surprised because they know where we actually came from. Like, no female wants to be locked down like that, you know what I'm saying, by anybody. You're supposed to have some type of freedom. You supposed, you know what I'm saying, like, you want some type of freedom. I would have never guessed that shit. I was like, yo, the point, that shit is heartbreaking. Like, that should have hit your soul. That should have hit your soul. You be like, yo, like I would never think no shit like that ever in a million years. That anybody that's Caribbean, anybody that's Black, that's willing to sit up, yeah, no, like I enslaved my own fucking people. Like, holy shit, that shit deep. That shit. That shit is deep. That shit is wow. Like that, I still can't. I'm not fan of it. Still, like, that shit still hurts. I think that's the main part that hurt me, man. I think that's like the main part that really, like, for me to even think. Like, people really, they know where the fuck they come from and shit. And then it's like, it's hard for me to celebrate. Like, knowing what I know now, it's hard for me to celebrate Christmas because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you celebrate, I don't celebrate Christmas no more because of that shit. My Black friends say I'm colorless. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that shit is just the fact of, like, are you dealing with somebody? Are you fucking with people that's trying to be slave masters and shit? And slave owners? That's the real question. For me, that's the real question. It's like, do you know who your friends are? The people that, you know what I'm saying, like, they fuck with you, they say they fuck with you. Long and behold, the whole entire time, like, they be on some fuck shit that, you know what I'm saying, like, that's, come to find out, that's what the fuck they believe in. I just some shit like that. That shit is wild. Like, shit is bugged the fuck out. You said it's still happening. I know. It's sad, yo. I wouldn't have. And, like, the crazy thing about it is, it's like cursing your family. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like, cursing your own bloodline. Like, yo, yeah, no, we wanna, you know what I'm saying, own some more slaves within the Blacks and shit like that. Like, yo, you're willing to do that? You're willing to really say fuck it? Like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. You really willing to curse your family? That's like putting a fucking hex on your family to own people and shit. No, nobody want. I'm not gonna say nobody wants to be owned. I'm gonna say I'm a person. I don't want to be owned. I don't know. No. I'm not okay with that shit. I don't ever in life want to be owned. It has so many guys that try to own me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, she's mine. Like, I'm what? Like, as soon as it, like, I feel like guys should really choose their way for me and shit like that. I really do. Cause you're mine, that shit don't work for me. I'm like, I'm what? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your, like, I'm your wife. I'm your fiance. You know what I'm saying? Because not saying it's for temporary use, but to understand that, shit could go left and I could go the fuck away. I could go where the fuck I go. Is that part. So I don't fucking know. I know certain people may not agree, and I'm okay with that shit. It's just my belief. He said, am I a free spirit? No. Like, I know how to stay faithful. That's the thing about me. I know how to stay faithful. But within all of the bullshit that goes on, what the fuck am I really staying? Like, like, shit is wild. You can't stay faithful to something that's actually trying to enslave you, man. That's not loyalty. Enslavement is not fucking loyalty. You know what I'm saying? People actually like it. I'm not talking about those people. There's people that actually like that shit. They in love with that shit. That's fine. They're masochists. They love it. You know, like to be abused and all that shit. I'm the type. I don't like to be abused. It is what it is. That's all that is. I don't like to be abused. And there's nothing wrong with that shit, y'all. Then you got the people who like to be abused. I'm not one of those people. You know, like, and like when guys look at me, they be looking at me like, yeah, I know she want to be dominated. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be trying to be on some cool suave shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah, I'ma dominate that ass. Yeah, I got it. I know where I could get it at. Type shit. Yeah, they masochists. No, those are just say this. The masochists are the ones that like to be abused. I'm not a masochist. I don't like to be abused. You know what I'm saying? So and don't look at me and saying, oh, you know, I'm gonna say this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, saying allows that shit, meaning that, you know, it's like you know how people DM, they inbox you and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I want you to be my dominatrix. So I want you to, like, I had guys do that. They do this to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a slave. You know what I'm saying? That's the person that's a masochist. So they're asking me to be their sadist. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have an agreement here. Like, we have if the slave wants to actually go, like, it's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sexual thing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the person says, you know, like, I want to be like, oh, like, yeah, okay, good. It said tickling is enough. You said tickling is enough? Yeah. He said tickling is enough. Oh, shit. It is what the fuck it is. People like can't stop with somebody liking shit. It's just that, you know, like, you gotta stop them from saying, like, listen, I could give to you. I can't give you that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look with if you're not that person. You gotta be respected. Now they gotta go look for somebody else that approve of that shit and be like, okay, I'll do it. That's all. It's an agreement thing. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's a fucking agreement thing. The person don't want to go. It's cool. It's fine. Now you gotta go find somebody else, man. That's how I look at life. Like, it's not more of a. It could be more of a free spirit thing, like you said, but it's more like a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. Have that shit. They just be like, no, you gotta do it this way, and you know, like, because, you know, like, no, there's no. Everybody got some type of boundary. Don't ask, they just automatically assume, or they might give you a look like, yeah, I know you want to be my dominatrix. Like, I mean, I don't know how that goes. Like, no, matter of fact, I do. It's just, I've dated guys. It's crazy how you date guys and you don't even recognize what type they are. It's just like, they want you to dom. They want you to dom them, and it falls into that shit. And I'll be like, damn, like, I didn't know, like I was thinking, like, are all guys like that? I said, behave. No, why? Don't tell me to behave. For what? What the fuck am I doing that for? Why am I behaving? Hell, not to. I don't have to. Leave me alone. like yeah. I'm looking all over for this shit, and this shit is in my face. So my ass is all up in the fucking camera. My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to. At least I ain't moving y'all. He said I enjoy giving oral. Yo, you know what's crazy? Most people like giving oral. They just be, yeah, I knew my ass was in the fucking camera. I thought I was hiding that shit. God damn, I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't trying to give y'all a full view and shit. I like to my shit, but yeah. I like to leave a little bit of imagination. My ass ain't that big. Yo. I'm for when I go outside, man. But you can't. It's wintertime in a city, so I don't have to worry about all of that shit anyway. Yo, I don't know what y'all up to, man, but I hope y'all enjoying yourselves right about now. I'ma continue the music, and it's that most men like to, but no, it's really nothing. Wait, what you mean, John? What you mean by that? What you mean? What you mean, man? What you mean? You said a G-spot? I mean, you know, that's always you already know. You already. Listen, that's the best, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, we not the mistake it, wait, what? The mistake it for a rock, oh, like, you talking about androgynous, whoa, you mean androgynous oh my fuck, I cannot say that word. Androgynous zones? Nah, like, you know your nerve endings. It's a beautiful thing. This is the reason why you know what I'm saying, like, you can't have relations with everybody, because like your nerve endings, everybody don't know. Yeah, like everybody don't know. Like everybody just think, oh no, you hit the titties, you hit the ass, and that's it. Like you need more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get the rub. You gotta do all types of shit, man. It's the most, like, I feel like that's the most adventurous part of it. That's it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just get to it and that's it. Like I've dated a guy like that. I was just like, and I had to ask him. I was like, yo, you being with a certain type, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like just get it and then, you know, and pay, just to get it and pay girl. And I'm just like, man, like I'm not the get it and pay girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like like, you know, like everybody has their thing to what the fuck they, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like when you with somebody, you gotta understand your value within it. So it's like if you showing somebody too at the same time, like, yo, this is how it could be, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody's different. Everybody's love language is different. Everybody's sex language, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's sex language is fucking different, y'all. Me, I had great experiences within, and then I had people that then I had fucked up shit. So, you know, everybody got their own thing that they do. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got their own thing that they do. Me, I'm the type, I just don't like to stay in a house with it. Like, I remember where it got so bad. This is when I really started noticing. This is when I really knew that like you know what I'm saying, like there was tapes and shit like that that was being placed out there, because it was like this guy that I was dating, you know what I'm saying, like the illegal sex tapes, like this one particular guy that I was dating and shit like that, he would, you know what I'm saying, he'd be like, yo, come on, just have sex. What you talk about? Like, you know I'm not that type. Know what I know who I am. Like, I like adventure. That's just who I am. Everybody got their thing. Like, you know, when you fuck with me, you know you want to experience. I don't know why you came over here if you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why you come over here and you know that I like different shit. So I dated. You said one I dated would get embarrassed. Oh, you tell. It's okay when that's called queefing, man. When you queef, yo, when a female queef, I heard that's something where if she didn't get something for a long time, or is that when she dealt with somebody else or some shit like that? I don't fucking know how that go. I'm not familiar with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. Oh, hold on, let me cut this shit. Get this bitch. Damn, I feel like I'm about to run some time on my fucking